In week 21 of the Ligue 1 Conforama, Paris Saint-Germain were looking to increase their gap over Marseille at the top of the standings. And it was one man who shone at the Stade, Pierre Mauroy, Neymar Jr. in superb form as he put Thomas Tuchel's side ahead in the first half with a superb finish, curling the ball past Mike Maignan. Lille, who were on a 14-game unbeaten streak at home, picked apart by a clinical Paris side. Kylian Mbappe saw his effort denied by Mike Maignan, but VAR and the referee pulling the play back for a handball penalty awarded to the league leaders. And Neymar converting from the spot despite Mike Maignan getting a good hand to it. The keeper unable to keep it out. Final score 2-0 for Paris. It was an opportunity missed, however, for Marseille at the Stade Velodrome as they welcome Stéphane Moulins-Angers. But a team that Andrés Villas-Boas' side struggled to beat in recent years kept OM out, Radonjic coming close, but in the end, no one able to break the deadlock. The final score 0-0, Marseille 10 points behind. It was a similar story for Julien Stéphan's Rennes. They conceded a goal early in the second half as Kasper DOLBERG scored his 6th of the season. An injury to a Rennes player in the build-up, allowing Patrick Vieira's side to sneak in for the goal. Shortly afterwards, however, Flavien got his first goal for his new club. The final score 1-1, but Rennes see Montpellier and Lyon catch up to them. Montpellier in fourth, 4 points behind Rennes, thanks to their victory against Dijon. Florent Mollet scoring after Chouillard had been sent off. Andy Delors then putting the home side 2 goals ahead. Michel Derzakarian's team were living dangerously towards the end of the match. 1 goal scored late, but not enough for Dijon. 2-1, a win for Montpellier. Rudy Garcia's Lyon wanted to keep up their phenomenal start to 2020, and it was Maxwell Cornet who opened the score for them against bottom of the table Toulouse. The Ivorian with a low drive. Moussa Dembélé was then fortunate enough to see the ball given to him on a platter, and the Frenchman scoring Lyon's 2nd. Toulouse eventually lose the match 3-0. They remain bottom of the standings with just 12 points after 21 games. Lyon are now just 1 point off the top 4. On an emotionally packed night for Nantes as they honoured the deceased Emiliano Sala a year after his tragic air crash on the football pitch. It wouldn't be a joyous occasion for Christian Gourcuff and his team. Jimmy Briand scoring the only goal of the match for Bordeaux. A beautiful first-time volley. 1-0 the final score in favour of the Girondins, who move up into 10. Roberto Moreno had breathed new life into the sails of the Monaco players, but it was a day to forget at the office for the Principality side, undone by a clinical Strasbourg team. Ludovic Ajorc scored the first, Thomasson got the second, and it was an emphatic win in the end for Strasbourg. Mitrovic putting the visitors 3 ahead at the Stade Louis II after winning 5-1 last season. Strasbourg strike again this year, winning it 3-1. Jovetic scoring a late consolation goal for the Principality side, who lose ground on European football. After Rémi Houdin's departure to Bordeaux, Reims were still looking to get their first victory in 2020 in the league, but it was Habib Diallo, the Metz captain, who got his 11th goal of the season. He scored 11 of his team's 19 goals in the Ligue 1 Conforama in the 2019-2020 campaign. A victory for Vincent Ognon's side as Metz move 5 points clear of the bottom 3. Brest welcomed Amiens to the west of France, and it was 3 goals in the second half. Eventually, that went Brest's way. Alexandre Mendy scored the opener for the home side. Shortly afterwards, however, Amiens were given a lifeline as Girassi raced through on goal. He was fouled cheaply, and a spot kick correctly awarded to the Amiens striker, who stepped up and took his responsibilities from the penalty spot. Girassi converting it, his 5th goal of the season. But poor defending at the end of the match saw Brest win the game in the 83rd minute. Cardona blasting past Regis Gertner. Brest are now 10 points above the bottom 3. Winless in their last 4 league matches, Saint-Etienne turned their fortunes around. Wabi Kazri scoring his 2nd goal of the campaign after just 3 minutes. The Tunisian onside after a VAR review. Superb control, excellent finish. Bernardoni in goal for Nîmes, absolutely no chance. A penalty shortly afterwards gave the possibility to Wabi Kazri to get his 3rd goal of the season. An opportunity not missed by the Saint-Etienne star. It was a nervy end to the match, however. Ferrat, who had an equaliser right at the end of the opening 45 minutes, giving hope to Nîmes, but in the end it was a victory for Saint-Etienne, 2-1. As we look at all the results in week 21, a draw for Nice against Rennes, which does no favours to any team. Big wins for Lyon and Bordeaux in their race for European football. At the top of the standings, Paris open up a 10-point gap above Marseille. Rennes lose ground on Montpellier and Lyon, whose wins take them to within 4 and 5 points respectively of Champions League football. At the bottom of the standings, it continues to be a torrid time for Toulouse. Nîmes also in dire trouble. Alarm bells ringing for Bernard Blacard, but big wins for Brest and Saint-Etienne to take them away from the bottom 3. Looking ahead to week 22, Nantes will travel to Rennes. Paris Saint-Germain hosts Montpellier in what will be one of the duels of week 22, and Marseille travel to Bordeaux.